And welcome into the five-hole brand new episode here, Friday Sports Network. My name is Brandon. Got Aaron here today. We're going to talk a little NHL action from across the league over the last 2 weeks now. I think since the first episode of the season went.
Yeah,
So we're just good. We're here to talk some hockey. Aaron, I saw a stat the other day about your New York Rangers. It was the first time
here
they've
we
been
go.
shut out in three straight games at home to
It's
start the
been
season.
like I think it was the Florida Panthers, I think were the last team to do it
Yeah,
or something like that. I mean, it is what it is. We got a big win against an original six last night, so I'll
right.
take it because we were road warriors. But I don't I don't know why we can't score at home. But I think it's just buying into Mike Sullivan's system, and Panarin actually had a breath of life last
Yeah.
night. So maybe I think just because he didn't play in the preseason that he was just a little bit rusty. So hopefully now, fingers crossed, we start winning at home.
Right. Yeah, because they haven't lost a game on the road, right?
I don't think so.
Well, I'll pull up the standings
No,
for you
no,
now.
no. We lost to Toronto in the OT.
No, that's fair.
Damn, Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you think of the Rangers so far? It kind of gives you quick thoughts on how you feel about them so far. What a week into the regular season.
I think if we still had whether it's Gargalant or if we had see I can't even think of his name anymore because we don't have him anymore. I think we would have given up.
Yeah,
Honestly, like when we were down 2-0 with not even 5 minutes in the first period, I think that team would have just given up. But with Mike Sullivan, I mean, I keep hearing the thing with the no BS. People are making fun of it now. So I'm just like, all right. But I think because we play a harder skill hockey, like we have a lot. I mean, we have a lot of veterans.
yeah,
The Noah Laba is a young guy who's energetic. He brings life. I can't wait for Gabe Perreault. He's coming. I think I want to say in next month he should be coming. But other than that, though, it's like I think the blue line improved a little bit. Shesterkin's is not saving 50 or 60 saves. I feel like everyone's starting to come together. I hate that Trocheck's out, but I think
yeah,
with him out, though, like everyone's picking it up. So I'll take it.
yeah. Doesn't sound like there's a whole bunch of a interesting season to start off. I would say at least.
Mm, yeah. I mean, you guys should be great for the Blues. You guys are doing
Well,
pretty good. I've seen a few games.
we haven't won a well. We no, they did win. Did win their first home game last night against Dallas.
That was a big win.
3-2. Yeah, big win. It was much needed. A nice little confidence boost at home since they hadn't won. And, it wasn't even that they hadn't won at home, but they got there just BTA a couple times by
Yeah, I mean, the
Minnesota
Chicago
and,
one was a
and
little
Chicago. That
nuts.
Chicago one was bad. That was bad. It didn't start off well either. I mean, you get a pass right up the middle. Literally, Hofer put it on the stick for the Chicago Blackhawk player to just I don't know. But then you go out to even they went out to Western Canada and picked up two big wins against Vancouver and Calgary. So I mean they I can't complain too much at the same time. So they're sitting what 3-2 with like 6 points or 7 points on the season. Um, I think it's 6 points so far. So I
Okay.
mean, I'm not overly disappointed. I guess
Yeah,
a little bit, but not like it could be worse, but it could be better.
yeah, you guys are 6 points, 3-2.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. I mean, like
No.
in this intro, it's gonna be dogfight. Check out that first episode we did. It's gonna be a dogfight in
Yeah.
that central.
Yeah. It's especially. I mean, Chicago doesn't look awful. Utah's well, will be Utah, I guess.
Let me ask you this: if Utah's being Utah, with all the talent that they have, should DeBoer be the head coach mid-season for the Mammoth to make the playoffs?
I mean,
We saw it with Montgomery. with St. Louis. I think DeBoer would be able
I
to
could see it.
bring that team together.
I could see it. I could see that happening. Maybe mid-season, early season coaching change, kinda get things, switched up a little bit. Yeah, I could see that.
I think it'd be great
I
for
could see it.
them
Yeah,
with what they have in the additions. Like JJ Pateko has been amazing so far,
yeah,
and I mean Logan Cooley, I think is going to bite him because they want to give that extension. He was like, "Nah, I'm going to bet on myself," and it's not been working.
yeah, yeah,
But I think DeBoer just brings that playoff factor. He can whip those kids into shape, even with the veterans that are there. I think that would be a great addition.
yeah. That'll be, that'll be interesting to see how that goes in Utah. I don't think they're an awful team.
No, like
I don't think
they're
they are.
tied with you guys right now. It's just
Yeah,
I just think the coaching to get them over that hump into at least battling in the Central, I think DeBoer would be perfect for them.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna bring up the standings here. Any team so far kinda surprising you?
I'm gonna say Detroit,
Yeah,
just
they're
because we
sitting right there
did
at the
talk
top.
smack about them. We
Yeah,
didn't think the Iserman plan was going to work. They're currently up 3-1 right now. I was watching that before we came on, looking fast against Edmonton. I did not expect this from Detroit. I did think Florida was going to skid.
mhm.
I don't think they're really playing on 100%. I love Brad Marchand getting that fine
I was gonna talk
on
about
a
that because I
reckless
don't know,
towing.
I had the little clip
Okay, good.
of it. So, yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
pull
I
it up
think
here in a little
Detroit's
bit.
kind of the big one. I'm not concerned. Like Montreal, we kind of had a feeling just
Yeah,
because the extensions they threw out, who they have on that team. I didn't expect them to be the 2 seed right now, but I did expect them to be good.
yeah,
And then Carolina, I kind of figured they were gonna be a wagon.
yeah, they look good.
Yeah, like yeah, I can't say any much more about Carolina.
Yeah,
Just because, like, with Ellers, Jarvis, and was it Aho in that first line?
mhm.
It's insane. That first line is, but yeah, now Carolina, they're amazing.
Yeah, yeah, they're tough. They got picked up their 5th straight win. The only undefeated team left in the NHL, after last night's, win over the last night's? Yeah, it was last night. Last night's win
Yeah.
over the LA Kings, and I have that pulled up here in a little bit because 'cause we'll kinda talk a little bit more about the Carolina Hurricanes here, um, in a few. Not surprised. Maybe Pittsburgh kinda has my attention right now, sitting at 4 and 2.
Mm.
18 goals for, getting 15 against. So 3 and 1 on the road. So that's always a good sign that you're playing good on the road, better on the road.
Maybe they want to keep Sidney Crosby so bad in Pittsburgh. Like, let's win it for him.
Yeah. Win for Crosby and
Let's do it for
Malkin
him.
and Fleury
Mal-
and
yeah.
everybody else who's been here since 2008.
Well, I don't know if you saw Malkin's being Malkin in October, and people are
No.
like freaking out about it just because they keep hearing him to Florida. And I was like, I've heard that for 2 years, so
Yeah.
I don't. They're not pulling the trigger on Malkin.
The same as
Like,
Sidney Crosby to Colorado for the last 2 years also.
oh
That
yeah,
hasn't
but
happened
that would
either.
be great though.
That hasn't happened
That
either.
would be great for Colorado.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
I'm saying this because I don't
Yeah.
want him in the Metro anymore.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, the Rangers, I mean, what's crazy is that they're 0 and 3 at home, but they're 3 and 1. Right there in a wild card spot right now.
Yeah, I mean +3, so it's like we can score. It's just not at home. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
clearly. It doesn't make any sense. 3-0 on the road. Yeah. An overtime loss, I think, in there.
Yep, it was
Yeah,
against
yeah,
Toronto the other night. I think that was
yeah.
Thursday night.
Anything else here in the East? I'm surprised, a little bit at Tampa Bay early on. They're struggling some.
So I was gonna ask you too, like, do you think the Florida teams are just like out of gas? Like, I don't know what's going
I
on with them. Like
I think some
Florida,
of the
the Panthers lost 4 straight. Like they
yeah,
lost to Buffalo, which we didn't think Buffalo was gonna be good at all. People were already calling for Lindy Ruff and Kevin Adams' head on a stick the first
y
like 3 days.
yeah,
Like Tampa, I didn't think they got worse in free agency.
Who did Buffalo beat the other day, like 8-3?
Who
Or eight to
was that?
four?
Oh, was that the Senators?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Senators.
Yeah.
I think I'm more concerned with Ottawa just because, like, I like Matthew Tkachuk. Like, he's a good player, but Bray Tkachuk, I think, is the better Tkachuk.
Yeah.
And you can
And
see
he's
that with the Senators.
out for a little bit. He's got
The
I
wrist
think
injury, yeah.
wrist surgery on his over I think just last week. So he's out for I think 8 weeks, I think is what I saw.
Yeah, so they're like concerned if he can come back for the Olympics, but I would not. If I'm the
Okay.
Senators, I would try to like block that hardcore.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. Like you're not like you're just coming off of wrist surgery. Like you're not gonna go play in the Olympics. Sorry.
Yeah, like you are a franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I no. Mm-mm. Would not be. Nah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I don't like the idea of that. Anything else in the East before we move over to the West?
Um,
I don't see. I mean, nothing's
Nothing
catching my.
crazy. It's just I was
Yeah.
just surprised with the Florida teams. Like we all knew the Panthers weren't going to be that great, like in the sense of like the number one seed. But I didn't expect
Yeah.
them to lose four straight, lose to Buffalo. I don't think they scored against Buffalo, which was weird. But maybe it's just people trying to figure out the lines without Chuck and Barkov. So
Right. I
other than
mean,
that,
3-0 at home, 0-4 on the road. So that's never a good thing.
exactly.
Never a good thing. I don't see anything else. Nothing's catching my attention that's not surprising. I would say
Yeah,
the
I think the
teams that
biggest
are
one was
there.
just Pittsburgh.
Well, maybe
4-2.
Montreal and Detroit, I guess. Yeah. Uh, jump out west. My favorite for the Pacific last year, the Seattle Kraken aren't looking awful.
So I watched. I don't know if you watched that game last night. I watched the game
Mhm.
against Toronto, and they were holding their own. And I
Yeah.
was surprised just because of what Toronto is and what they don't have, Mitch Marner.
Right.
But Seattle, people were already putting them like as the seventh seed in the Pacific. Like they weren't even giving them a chance. The fact that they're 3-0-2 with 8 points, that's pretty good.
Pretty
Like
good.
I do like the
Right there.
Marchman signing though that they did
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
them over from Dallas, so that's good. But Vegas, what a wagon. I don't know if you saw like Mark Stone, I think he scored last night. I think he had like 2 goals last night. Oh my god, like 9 assists at that point. Like Jack Eichel is already looking up to his extension that he just signed.
Yeah.
Like it is like the Marner, Barbashev, Eichel line is in freaking insane in Vegas. We all knew that was going to happen. Even
Right.
Torontoans knew like that's the skill set that Mitch Marner had. And the fact that they see it in Vegas is, I
Yeah.
think that's going to be a really good team going forward, at least in the Pacific. But I mean, are you surprised in the Central at all? Like what's going on?
Um. Not necessarily.
You just don't
I. I.
see Dallas
Yeah.
who's with St. Louis.
They're right there. I mean, they look pretty even when it comes to well, besides the goal differential and whatnot for the Blues at -3 and sitting with 3 wins. I don't not necessarily surprised, I guess, at the Central. Nashville is probably going to be tougher than I thought, but literally, I mean, the rest of the West, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's all Pacific teams.
Yeah. And I think San Jose, it's the fourth year in a row where they haven't won a game in the first five.
That does not surprise me though.
And the head coach said he will give up one of his kids for a win.
Well, hey, whatever you got to do to win, I guess. I think the biggest though, the team that's kind of surprising. Holy crap, -14 is the Flames.
Yeah, that's a little concerning. I mean, they have one of the not best goaltenders, but like like very good second year goaltender. I know Huberdeau should be coming back if he hasn't already. I
Yeah,
know he was out for a little bit, and then If I'm Kadri, I would just do everything I can on the ice and then just get traded. Like, just go to a playoff team.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
don't
even
want to
worth
be there
it.
anymore.
Yeah, like,
I
and
mean,
he could be like,
they have
uh,
one of the better goaltenders, younger goaltenders, and uh, in Wolf too. And I don't.
yeah, I think it's just, I think in their blue line, it's just been kind of sloppy.
Yeah,
I think someone, I forgot who, I think someone wants to get traded off the blue line. I don't think they want him to. Like, Kadri, like I said, like, he could be a great 2C somewhere. Or is he? Yeah, he's center. Other than that, I mean, how about your Kings? That was your last year's pick for the
that
Stanley
was my
Cup, and
the
I did not expect them to be 1, 3, and 2.
no. No, I was trying to find the team stats for the Flames, but it's all just individual stats. I'll just go back to it. Hold on. Oh, oh. Uh, yeah, I think a little surprised by the Kings. 0-2 at home. That's not usually a thing for them. They're usually pretty tough to play at home. So yeah, I a little caught off by that. That doesn't make any.
Because I picked them to be the 3 to for the
What is
division.
their schedule look like so far? I mean, they've probably well, you get Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Carolina. Well, full schedule. Come on now.
Well, we all know they lost 4-3 to the
They lost to the
Canes last
Mammoth
night.
4-1, beat Anaheim 5-4 in overtime, lost 4-1 to well, the first two games were preseason games still, so I'm not going to count those two. I'm guessing the first game of the season, they lost 4-1 to. I mean, they haven't had the easiest schedule to start the season.
Oh no, I don't blame them. I just didn't think they were going
Holy
to
crap!
be 1, 3, and 2.
You literally play one, two, three, four teams that could possibly win the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Lose to a team who's kind of surprising people in Pittsburgh, and then the other team who's basically the juggernaut of the NHL right now in Carolina. And it doesn't get any easier. You play St. Louis, and then you play Dallas.
Oh boy. Well, it's I think St. Louis and the Kings, they're like they can go back to back on each other, right? Like I think that like one's not better than the other. It's pretty much like
No,
a stalemate.
yeah,
Yeah. But you know what I am interested in though tonight is Anaheim versus Chicago. In Chicago, Joel Quenneville returns.
I did see that. I
So do
didn't
you
realize
think
it
he's
was
gonna
tonight.
get a standing ovation ish or
I
boos or like a mix?
don't think he gets booed.
Mm. I feel like it'll be mixed.
I think it'll be a mix. I
Yeah.
don't know though. I don't know. That's interesting to even think about, like what kind of reaction they would give him because the guy won 3 Stanley Cups there.
Exactly. It's
Like,
just what he was doing like during that. I think that's like what time are they playing? Oh, so they're playing 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central. So
hmm,
it's on ESPN Plus, and it's Bruins Mammoth tonight too. That should be a good one too on NHL
oh, that'd be
Network.
a good one.
That should be a good one.
Uh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna pull this. You got anything left on the standings?
Um, no, I'm actually just like kind of curious what Nashville's gonna do.
Yeah,
Like right now they're the 4 for like the wild card and all that, but like I'm just kind of curious, are they gonna step up this year in the sense of like not playing like they're a bunch of old guys
right.
or
Yeah, which
like
Nashville team are we gonna
or
see?
yeah, or are they playing to get traded or are they playing to actually make the playoffs? But
Right. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. That'll be a question that'll go on throughout the season. You know, which team from last year is going to improve the most?
I really,
to
I'm
this
really,
year.
I'm really leaning to Utah
Yeah. In the Central or just in general?
in general. I don't care
Yeah.
if they take the wild card. Like they, I really think DeBoer. I'll keep saying, I'll keep beating that drum. I think it gets them over the hump
Yeah.
because it's
That's
just, do you really trust the goalie situation there after you trade Connor Ingram to Edmonton?
yeah.
So far, it's working if they're 3-2,
Yeah,
but
whatever. Yeah, except whatever's working works,
yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Let me pull this down here. Oh god dang it. The wrong freaking thing. Um before I jump onto the Carolina Hurricanes bandwagon. Speaking of the Carolina, well, I mean, they got brought up in this too. So I just sent the, I mean, I looked at it a little bit beforehand. I was talking about the hardest arenas to play, and they did a player vote for the hardest, like the toughest arenas to play in. Let me pull it back up here.
I feel like TD Garden's like number one.
Players get
Like,
picks for the yeah. So it is player picked. It's nearly a quarter of quarter of the players asked at the NHL, NHLPA North American Media Tour in September picked Lenovo Center, which is the arena for the Carolina Hurricanes, as the toughest building to play in.
you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I really thought it was gonna be TD Garden number one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised with Carolina just because what do you have in North Carolina? Exactly.
you
You
got
all
the
you have
Carolina
is
Panthers who are 4-3.
ugh. Yeah. Yeah, but they've been bad for so many years. It's
Right.
like, do you really trust them? And then it's like you have all those college teams, but it's like professional wise. I mean, I guess the Panthers, but like the Hurricanes, I feel
Yeah.
like when they moved, it was just such a big switch down there in the South because it's like there's nothing in really that area. The stadium, they pack it. Like you saw
Yeah.
in the playoffs when it was Rangers versus Hurricanes, they didn't want Ranger fans in there at all. They were packing everything with Hurricane fans. So
Right.
I believe that it's the hardest because it looks small and they are definitely one of the loudest. I also think what like you think the Bell Center is a tough place too. I feel
That
like
was
that would be
that's
tough
number
too.
two.
Oh,
That
okay.
was number
Dang,
two.
TD Garden's that low
Yeah.
in the rankings. Like I feel like that place is just insane. Like from what my co-host on Fake Football Analyst, with Ray, he works there, and he said
Yeah.
that he has to stop like 20 fights in the Boston the Bruins play.
Really?
Like it's insane. Yeah, like when he did the Four Nations, he was like
Yeah.
he kicked out probably like 60 people. Like there was like 30 fights just because the nations. He said it was insane. I figured they would be number one just because it's Boston.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
No, it went it doesn't have like the actual ranking. But they said, well, besides Carolina being number one, um, it said 7 of the 29 players who responded found games in Raleigh, North Carolina to be unsettling at the least, if not downright inhospitable.
mm,
I don't know.
give it up to North Carolina. I will. That's
Yeah.
awesome for not a
Uh,
new franchise, but not an old one.
yeah. Even Rangers, I mean, you have they this from Rangers forward um Willie is it Willie Kalu? Kalu?
Oh, Cully, Will Cully.
Cully, Will Cully. He said Carolina's pretty tough to play in early in the game. He said it's so loud and the fans are pretty crazy. So if you can get to the first TV timeout without getting scored on, you were settled in, but that's pretty tough.
I believe it. Those
Yeah.
playoff series have always been crazy between Rangers and
Uh,
Hurricanes.
7 other arenas got multiple votes, including Bell Center that came in second with 3. In Montreal, TD Garden was also selected as well, and then the Ball Arena out in Colorado was also one of the higher ones.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it
yep,
because of the thin air? Because it's Colorado?
probably makes the puck fly
Ah,
further. Something I don't know.
you know what? Good thing you said Colorado. 'Cause I will say, and I heard this, and I didn't believe it. heard on Empty Netters that Stan Kroenke is cheap with the Avalanche, which is absolutely insane because like, from what I heard, their practice facility is trash.
Oh yeah, that
And I'm
doesn't
like,
surprise me at all.
yeah,
He
I'm
doesn't
like,
technically own the Avalanche. I don't think he owns Avalanche. It's like his son or his daughter-in-law or something like that.
still though, I heard like get it together. Like you literally
Yeah,
won a Stanley Cup 3 years ago. You have one of the best teams. You can't give them a good practice facility. Like, come on.
right. Um, let's see. Patrick Kane gave Nashville, which I've been to a game in Nashville before
Oh,
between the
how is that?
Blues and Predators, and the Blues went on their like 11-game win streak the same year they won the Stanley Cup. Um, it's pretty wicked. It's pretty insane.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, that's fair. I would say Bridgestone. Yeah, Bridgestone Arena's got to be up there after every goal, and it was the most annoying thing ever too. But because I liked the song at the time, and it was Tim McGraw's. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So
Yeah.
every time they scored, that was their goal song after they scored. They scored like 5 goals that night. The Blues, they ended up winning. Blues won 6-5 in overtime. But imagine hearing that 5 times over and over. And the whole arena sings it. Like the whole place sings it. And this was when Nashville was pretty good too. Like they were a pretty good team as well. So I mean, like it was pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. I
I
haven't been
could
to
just
anybody
tell
else.
like Bourbon Street. I could not Bourbon Street. Whatever they call it down there. But I
Broadway.
believe it. Broadway, yeah, I believe it. That's probably
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. I've been to Dallas too. Dallas is
Nah.
they're pretty rabid. I mean, I literally saw 2 Dallas fans get in a fist fight with each other.
With each other.
Yeah, with each other. Two Dallas Stars fans. I don't know what happened, but um yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. They have this whole thing like when they score, they just continuously go Dallas Stars for like 3 minutes after they score the goal. It's that place is loud. That place can get pretty loud too.
Hmm. I wouldn't
So that's
expect
fair.
it because it's Dallas. Like I feel like they care
Yeah.
more about the Cowboys and like hockey. But it looks like it's a nice stadium.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna move over. Yeah, so just some of the things that uh we were talking about the altitude in Colorado in Flyers defenseman Travis Sanheim said it's the altitude. They obviously have a good team, so if you start out slow and those guys start buzzing around, it could be a long night. So it's fair altitude.
Yeah, it makes sense. I know with the Broncos it's like that. I figured it had to be the same.
Yeah, yeah. Not surprised. Not surprised. Um, I want to bring. Let me bring this video up first. We'll talk about Brad Marchand for a second if I can get it up here. So he got fined $5,000 for a play that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll pull it up. I'll play it. Let me know what you think if this is fair. Like for him to get fined, but not Dolan to get anything in the end too.
Over on the far side, Dolan comes in, gives him a shot across the back, and you could just see his eyes rolling right there. And he came across. They made contact, and that was the initial penalty when he took Darlene down, and then he jumps on him and starts throwing a few punches.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Let him keep it there for a while. Make the refs go get it. He's ripping the straps off it now. He's over there.
Okay, I didn't see this part, so that makes sense.
I love that he did that. That's funny. That's funny.
Talking about over on the far side, Darlene.
Yeah, I mean, Darlene should have had like a fine as well, just because of the checks to the back and stuff.
Yeah, something.
Maybe it's just because it is Brad Marchand. They just
That's what I was gonna ask. Is this just a Brad Marchand thing? Like, did he just get this fine, $5,000 fine? Because
if it was like Jimmy Snuggeroo is going on, like I don't think they would have.
I don't think that would have happened.
No, but because Brad Marchand is in fact a rat, like a troll.
Yeah,
I just feel like they're just trying to like set an example in quotes.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I the fine. I'm like, all right, it's a little excessive, but like taking apart the helmet, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit for that.
I didn't see the part where he took apart the
The
straps of
straps,
the
yeah,
literally just ripped and I said, "Nah, dude, I'm done." Like this is stupid. Uh but I mean, I'll blame him at the same time. He should
yeah,
probably hurt.
yeah, exactly. It's just a little taste of Brad Marchand's
Yeah.
way he is.
I'm gonna pull up the NHL Edge stuff. I don't know. I said that was gonna be my question to you. Is it this just
It
um
just because it's Brad Marchand. Yep,
because it's Brad
hundred
Marchand?
percent.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up just pull this up here. Oh no, I just want
Well,
kind of like
let me
you
ask you
want
this while
the
you're pulling it up.
yeah.
So I saw this rumor. Obviously, Gary Bettman's going to shoot it down. That's just what he does. I kept hearing a 36 team NHL team with
Okay, yeah.
expansions galore. Do you think it's a rumor or do you think it's real? It's just Gary Bettman doesn't want to say anything until everything gets processed. Because we
Uh,
have heard Atlanta like 50
I think
times.
Atlanta's gonna get a team. I think they'll be the
Oh
next
my
expansion team.
God,
I do.
why?
'Cause they're putting everything through. They're doing everything that they're
So dumb.
I really do. I think Atlanta gets one, and I think Houston gets one.
See now, Houston, I get it's a big
Yeah.
market. You're in Texas. You
Mhm.
can create a rivalry with the Dallas Stars.
Yeah.
Cool. Atlanta, you tried it twice. They went to two different teams.
But at the same time, you'd have to put Houston and you'd have to put both Houston and Atlanta in the East, unless you're moving somebody to the East. I think we talked about this last year too.
We did, yeah, but it wasn't for it was that was just for Atlanta.
Yeah. But,
I
like,
kept
if you
hearing
add
things too,
Houston
like,
because then you have way more teams in the West than the East because you already have 2 new expansion teams in Vegas and Seattle in the West,
yep.
and nobody in the East. So you're either taking somebody out of the Central and putting them in the East, or you're realigning the whole thing again.
They're probably got the realign because if they want 36, you have to add four teams.
But what other cities would get one?
So I think Phoenix, even
I
though
could
just
see
because
that
of the
happening too.
Coyotes, I think they would try to move right back there
Yeah.
because I think if I remember when we were talking about it, they were trying to build a new stadium
Yeah.
for the
Last I heard
Coyotes.
it,
So
and they're
I
still trying
think,
to.
yeah, so I think if they can get everything rolling, you could put
Mhm.
another team in Phoenix. And I hate to say it, but it would even out, bring back the Quebec Nordiques. Even
Yeah.
though, yes, it is technically Colorado, you could still bring it back because they did it with Minnesota.
So they did it with Minnesota as soon as Dallas moved to
Yeah,
Minnesota
so
moved to Dallas, so the North Stars moved to Dallas.
yeah.
They within what 5 years or a year, 3 however long it was, they put a new team in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was like 2003, I think it was, right? When
Yeah.
Minnesota became. So yeah, that's the two teams I could see coming in. So then like if you did the alignment, what I would do is do like a different COVID, make all the Canadian teams a division.
Yeah.
And then I'm just looking up right now. So then the only thing you really have in the West, like if we had, so we would have like Dallas, Houston, Colorado, Utah, Phoenix, Golden Knights, Seattle, Sharks,
Mhm.
Kings, Ducks. That's all in the West.
It's probably
So we could
fair.
make two
Fair, yeah.
divisions out of that. You
Yeah.
can probably keep the Central and Pacific. So you would do 4 and 4, and then just trying to look. It's like this Central. You'd have like the Wild, Blackhawks, Detroit, St. Louis, Nashville, Columbus, and then could you add the Florida teams? And then
To the
whatever's up,
Central?
yeah, and then like whatever's up on top, like Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Philly, Jersey, Bruins, Islanders, Rangers. You could create a division in that
I mean, I mean,
because then you have to add Atlanta.
yeah. So you put a team, you have in like a South division, you'd have
Yeah,
you could put Houston. You could put Houston, Tampa Bay, Florida, Carolina, Atlanta, Nashville.
in Dallas.
Yeah, I guess you could put Dallas in there.
So that makes sense. Okay, so I wouldn't even put Dallas in Houston on the West. Okay, that
Yeah.
actually could work. So you have 1, 2, 3. You still have 4 divisions.
Right.
Just add teams.
Yeah.
Ooh, did we just become the NHL? Did we just do it?
I don't know. We'll have to cut that as a short and see. And see. But I mean, I don't. I think they would have to. I mean, if you add 4 teams, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have enough to add 4 teams talent wise though?
I I want to say I think so, but
I think you could.
you probably could.
You can't add like 2 or 3 teams in 1 year. You have to do one year, one the next.
Oh
And you
yeah,
do
yeah.
4
No, you
straight years of
can't.
adding a team.
Yeah,
But
you
you
can't
can't
add
mass
4 straight up.
expand like that. There's no way.
I would try to do like every 2 years.
What is it? Was it by 2036 or something like that? If kind of remembering some of that now, like 2036, they wanted to be at 36 teams, or 2038 or something like that.
That makes sense. That could
Yeah,
work.
yeah. Good 12-year plan, so a team every 4 years, every 3 years.
Well, all I'll say is if Gary Bettman does this exactly how we did it, we want money.
Yeah,
That's our idea.
yeah, that's fair. Hey, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Um, Probably the last thing, unless you got anything else to talk about. Let's talk about the Carolina. And I know you're not going to like talking about the Carolina Hurricanes,
All
but
right, bring it on.
yeah, let's talk about the Carolina Hurricanes. They picked up their 5th straight win last night in this overtime goal by.
That's what this group had done. Block, lost stick in the process, and Seth Jarvis has goal number 102 in his NHL career. To put this thing to bed and stretch the win.
Picked up another win last night. So now they are the only team in the NHL who has not lost in overtime or in regulation. What they added some guys. They sent Mikko Rantanen to Dallas last year and picked up Nikolai Ehlers in the offseason. You think we've talked about the Carolina Hurricanes before, and rather or not they had enough offensive power to be a continuous steady team into the playoffs, not just the regular season. But are the Carolina Hurricanes are they the team to beat already?
In the East, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Just because, like we said in the first episode, Florida is just going to lay low. They're going to do what they need to do. They're not going to go crazy. So I think Carolina should take advantage of it. I think they could be the new Washington Capitals of last year.
Okay.
I think they'll have like a record like that. Yeah, but like their blue line is like really good.
Yeah.
I don't personally like Keandre Miller because he doesn't play hockey. I'm just trying to look at his plus minus right now, just because I don't feel like it's that good. Hopefully, I eat my own words.
Well, I know they pull up teams.
His plus minus is 4, so it's okay. I just know that when it gets serious, he's gonna fall apart. Like he just does not play hockey.
Right.
I don't know why. But Seth Jarvis though, I think I think it's like the biggest piece. Like, yeah, we talk about Nikolaj Ehlers. He hasn't even scored a goal yet. Seth Jarvis has 6 goals already.
Yep.
And if you watch the NHL, the face-off, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. And I think he's one of like 3 Canes where he's had multiple goals back-to-back games.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's progressing like very well. Like, I think Team Canada helped him out a lot last year in the Four Nations. Shane Gostisbehere, I think, is really stepping up because I actually wasn't really sure how he was going to be just because he's been moved around. He started off with the Flyers, went to Detroit, and then I think it's just been Carolina ever since. But he stepped up on the blue line. Like I'm saying, like the only thing that's getting me is the goaltending. And I'm not sure how that's going to be because we all know how Frederick Anderson is.
Right.
But I really
Yeah.
want to see what this Brandon Bussey guy is going to do because I kept hearing stuff about him like through the portal. I don't know if he was with. I want to say he was with. I want to say he was with like Nashville or something like that, and like he's a rookie. But I think if he can like come together as Anderson's backup, just because Anderson kind of like starts to
Sure.
degress in a way. I think if he can step it up and be like that, like I want to say Cam Talbot when he was with the Rangers when he went on that streak. I feel like if he can do that, then everything will be solid. But like, nah,
Yeah.
this front six is just.
Is it Craig Anderson? Not Craig Anderson, is it?
No, it's Bussy. It's this guy Bussy. He's like a rookie. I forgot where he came from though, because he was in the AHL for a while. But
Oh, I see. Okay, I got
Logan
it.
Stankoven though, I think was another great addition.
Yeah.
For Carolina last year, I think he's really progressing in this Rod Brindamore system. But then again, Carolina does this.
Yeah.
They do really well in the regular season and then the postseason because Brindamore takes so much from them that when they get to the playoffs, they just start shutting down like real quick. So
Yeah.
that I have to monitor. But right now, I think they will be like the Washington Capitals last year.
Be really good and then get bounced in the first round.
Well, I think I thought the Capitals won their first round. Yeah, because they beat the Canadians. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So just get bounced earlier than expected.
As
Who do
long
they
as
lose
if everyone stays healthy, then they could go farther. But
Yeah.
they did go to the East Conference Finals without the people that they have. So
They did.
we'll see.
Without Ehlers too. I mean, you just look at their zone time. They have 35. If you look at 100% wise here, 35.3% in the defensive zone.
Jesus.
They're not spending a lot of time in their defensive zone. They're spending almost 50% of their time in a game in the offensive side of the ice.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane.
High danger shots. You're looking at 56 compared to 43, which is the NHL average. It's not even the highest in the league, but it's still pretty high.
My God.
Yeah. Long range. Yeah. But 187 shots on goal so far this season, which would help explain why they're, in the kind of, I guess, spot that they're in.
Now, let me ask you this. Obviously, I said they would probably be the best team in the East. Can they take on a juggernaut and let's say the Dallas Stars or like the Avalanche, like right now?
Yeah.
Do you think they could just easily just mop them, or would it be like a really big like gunfight?
I don't think they'd mop them. I don't think I mean, we've seen it year after year that the Eastern Conference teams don't hold up to besides Florida. The Eastern Conference teams struggle against Western Conference teams.
Mm.
At least when it comes to the Stanley Cup Finals, at least.
Fair.
Because I think, just my opinion, I think it's because the playoff rounds are a lot harder in the West. than they are in the East. Not harder as in like the competition is harder, but they're tougher on the body, like physically.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that would. You know what's fun? I feel like that would be an advantage for the Eastern Conference
You would think.
because we've seen Dallas Avalanche, Winnipeg Avalanche, Dallas
Winnipeg,
Edmonton, and
St.
it's
Louis,
like
Colorado, like it's
yeah, we've seen these like battles, and then the West can still prevail unless you're a team from Florida.
yeah,
The last 5 years.
right. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think this Carolina team to me they seem like they have a little bit more spunk
Yeah,
than
I
past
definitely
teams.
can see that.
Yeah.
I think this is only the third time in their franchise they've gone 5-0.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'll take that. Still muted. I think you're muted still.
I was muted. Yep. Sorry.
Okay, I thought it was me
Yep.
at first. That's why.
Nope, that was me. Apologize. They're 46% in even strength in the offensive zone, but when it comes to power play, they're ranked 24th, 57%, which is below the NHL average.
I'm gonna see what their power play unit is because that's interesting. Well, their first power play unit is Jackson, Blake, Aho, Ehlers, Jarvis, and Gostisbehere.
That should be a pretty solid offensive unit.
That should not be ranked 24th. That's for sure. That's interesting. I mean, I can see like their second power play unit.
Right.
If you have Keandre Miller on it.
Yeah.
But that's concerning.
Yeah, just a little bit. Shots on goal differential, though, is, almost 6 shots difference between them and their opponent. So that's probably where they're at here. So I don't know. It's interesting. Do you think? I don't know. I don't know if Carolina. I mean, I could see Carolina being the team to beat this year.
Yeah, I could see him I could see them. Everybody like hopping on Carolina. I'm just like I said. I'm concerned with Frederick Anderson just because we know how he is. He is getting older.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think if Seth Jarvis keeps like producing the way he is, like becoming that leader that this team needs, having that confidence that he needs, not the team, I think this team can be really good this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll deep dive into if we can get this on a roll and keep things going, try to deep dive into a team a week, just to see how things are going for them.
Sweet.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do the Rangers next week. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, I don't think you want to do that. Not yet.
I don't have to dive into this NHL edge. It's because it's all changed. It's all new.
Yeah, it looks new.
Yeah. Compared to what it was. You got anything else you wanna talk about?
I don't want to go too crazy on it. I mean, Carter Hart going to Vegas, I think that was like the best thing that he could do.
Yep.
I think if he went to a Canadian team anywhere, I don't even care if he went to the Flames, I think he would get so much backlash, and I'm not condoning what he did. I just think it was a smart NHL move for him and the way the league is to go to Vegas. And I do think Aiden Hill needs this. I feel like when he had Thompson with him, I feel like he produced better because he knew someone was down his throat. I'm not saying Carter Hart is like the next coming of like Ottinger or Hellebuck. Like even when he came up with the Flyers, like he was good. I think he only had like 1 year where he had like 24 wins.
Yeah, he went in his last year played for the Flyers was 23-24. He went 12-9-3 with a 2.80 goals against average. In one shutout in 26 games, 25 starts, before being granted a leave of absence from the team on January 23rd.
So so obviously, like, I think that's gonna be good competition for Adin Hill when he comes back, because like Schmidt is being a serviceable goaltender.
Yeah,
But in order for this team to be like really good in the Pacific, they need Adin Hill, and I think with Carter Hart there, I think that's going to push them a lot. I think that's the only reason why they're using Carter Hart like that. But that's all I'll say on that situation.
Yeah, they can sign. Michael McLeod signed a 3-year contract with the team over in the Continental Hockey League over in Russia.
Okay.
But Dylan Dubé, Alex Formenton, and then Cal Foote they're all still free agents. And then
they'll probably be free agents.
Hart's on a PTO, professional kind of whatever it is, professional tryout contract.
Yeah, and I guess shout out to the KHL because they banned a ref for life with that goal that wasn't a goal. I guess it went like behind the netting, and he called it a goal. And then like he got banned for life the next day.
They banned a referee
for life, yeah.
Because he missed. Okay, I mean,
yeah, it was a weird call. I was like, "Huh?" And then I read it. I was like, "Oh, okay." Shout out, I guess, KHL.
Yeah. They're eligible to sign NHL contracts no sooner than October 15th, and eligible to play in NHL games no sooner than December 1st. So if we see Carter Hart, it won't be till.
And I think Adin Hill will be back by then. So
yeah,
I think they're just going to use him as a pawn. But that's all I got. I mean, let's see if the Rangers score a goal tomorrow because they play at home against the Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have fun with that one.
It's going to be something.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. That was all the topics I had today.
We did a pretty good job. Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to Raleigh Sports Network. Hit that little bell. It goes ding, and it'll pop up whenever the 5-hole comes on. Or, I mean, there's still baseball going, so the 7-inning stretch.
Tuesday.
Basketball's coming up, so you have – it's Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, and then the fast break's coming because basketball's coming. So check that out as well. A lot of great content, new graphics. This guy right here, pointing this way, does all those graphics and such and logos. So check it out.
Yeah. No, appreciate it. Definitely. It's probably been the most successful October we've had in a little while. So definitely appreciate everybody who's jumped on, who's taking the time to do an episode or do something as well. And it's been a pretty good October so far. So hoping to keep that rolling into the end of the year. So yeah, definitely do that. What Aaron just said. I'm not going to repeat everything he just said because he just But be on the lookout for some new episodes, some new things coming to the channel here. So Aaron, thanks for jumping on me today, talk a little hockey. I don't get to talk hockey as much as I would like to, but we'll see what happens.
See what happens. It feels like the old times.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time here on Variety Sports Network. My name is Brandon. This has been an episode of the 5-hole. That's Aaron. We'll see you around.